All right, we're going to run through a brief tutorial in how to change. We've got some soil here. Looks pretty dry, pretty dead. So we're going to take this and put it into a bigger pot with better soil. So we'll go to a slightly larger one, which will be this one. You can see the Alright, how about that? We can see the comparison with those two. It's slightly bigger. You want to take garden soil, which is, well, you can't see that at all, but it's brown. Get a bag of something called perlite. This actually helps it from claying up and becoming one big solid compact. The dirt from being one big solid compact substance. So that keeps it, aerated and fluffy. So when you mix those two together, you come up with something like that. Little white dots in it. Alright, so now the trick to doing this properly and giving it room to grow and things of that nature is we have to measure it. If you put this side by side, it actually is about maybe 1 inch deeper. So we're going to fill the bottom of the new one up with a little bit of this here. So probably about maybe, well, we've got 1 inch left in this one, still up top. So add about another inch on the bottom, so that we're at about 2 inches on the bottom. Because you want this to be level. You want the new plant to actually, the soil to be close to level, not right at the top, but close to level. You don't want it buried down in the pot. So this is about maybe 2 inches. And you can kind of do a visual to see how it looks. It looks like it should be about where it should be, maybe a little bit more. It should be close to level. Put a little bit more. Now, because the roots are on the bottom, you want to give it something just basic, all-purpose. Miracle-Gro's pretty good. And you can just kind of sprinkle some of that down there. That's basically plant food. So that for the next few months, this plant will pull off of that. This is going to be a little tricky for you to see this, but I'll do my best here. I'm going to take this plant, I'm going to flip it completely over and hit the bottom area of the plant to get it to come out. And so I'll do it. 1 second here. It's going to be kind of hard to have this stand up. Well, it's gonna look black, so just give me a minute. Gotta do this. Alright, so it's gonna turn out like this. It'll slide out, the roots will be on the bottom, and you'll be holding your plant with the soil up. Some of it is gonna fall onto the ground. It's actually dead soil. And you're gonna put that in here. See if I can do this. Nope, I'm gonna need another second. Give me 1 minute. Turn it over and lay it down in the plant. Cool. Alright, so now when we look at it, it's about level with the plant, and it's got some room. We'll fill it with more soil. So now those roots on the outside that you saw are going to immediately contact that plant food and start pulling from it. So you'll actually see a surge of growth from the plant. So we just kind of fill up the rest of the way around it with new soil. And Trying to keep the camera steady here. Alright, spin it around. Still got a hole down there. Alright, so that's about, you want to fill it up so that it has just a little bit, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch from the top. It's a little fluffy right now, so when you water it, the soil is actually gonna drop some. You can actually just kind of slightly hit it on the ground to make it settle a little bit, and you can see that the soil actually settled a little bit more. So, and from there, just water it and you're good from there. So that is how to take a plant that maybe has some really old, dusty, kind of dead soil, is really not helping the plant anymore, and actually giving it new soil, slightly bigger pot, so that it can begin growing again. Thanks.